Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another F Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. If you jump on here live here on this early Friday evening, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. Today is one of those days where I don't even need a board because this is one of those topic videos. Good evening, Keveron. Glad to have you here as always. And sorry about the phone jumping. I couldn't get comfortable in this seat. But it's one of those days where it's a topic video and I know what I want to talk about. So if we get any feedback on it, we'll be here a while. If not, it'll be a short video, which is fine with me because the NASCAR season officially kicks off tonight with the Craftsman Truck Series race coming up at 7:30. You're at training. Well, good luck to you. Jacob, I guess I'll see you tomorrow at SWA. But I was talking to a buddy of mine at work earlier in the week, and he's a huge baseball fan like I am. I also like football. I also like basketball. But my two favorite sports are baseball and NASCAR. But I don't talk about them until I'm around somebody that watches as well, because I'm not going to talk about something people don't care about. I never do. If somebody's around me and they start talking about something I don't care about, I just walk away. So I'm not going to talk about something if I know somebody else don't like it. But if I'm around you and you like baseball or NASCAR, we'll talk about it. He's a huge baseball fan. We were talking about how awful the Pirates are and how awful the Rockies are. And both those teams are hideously bad. And it got me to thinking, with baseball, you can use the Pirates, the Rockies, maybe the A's, but the A's did look a little bit better this past 2025 season. But, with NBA, you can use the Wizards or the Jazz. Matter of fact, some NBA fans right now are wanting Adam Silver to get onto the Jazz because the Jazz, you can tell, they're sitting players for no reason. They're by far just flat out awful when they play their starters, and they're not playing their starters. So it's obvious that they're not trying to win. But you can look at football and look at the Raiders for the most part, who have been awful for the last, 5 or 6 years. The Jets have been awful for 10 years. If you're the owner of one of those teams, my question is, why do you want to own those teams? Because there's no money in owning the teams. You don't get money. Nobody pays you to own those teams. Well, lucky for you, we're not talking football today. The money comes in from where you put a product on the field or the court, whatever the sport is, that makes people want to go buy a ticket and watch. And with the Pirates haven't even put a semi-decent team on the baseball field in 5 years. And if you're not going to try to be competitive, I don't understand the point in even wanting to own the team, because the money comes in from people buying your merchandise or buying tickets to go to your games. If you don't have one decent player on the team, nobody buys a ticket to go to the game, and nobody's going to buy merchandise because there's no player whose merchandise is worth wearing. So whether you look at baseball or basketball or football, any professional sport, you can look at hockey if you do so choose. I'm just using the three major sports. Why do you want to own a team if you don't have any desire of trying to be competitive? Because you don't make money by owning the team. You don't make money by sucking out loud. You make money by people buying tickets to the game or merchandise. And when you suck that bad, nobody buys that. So my question is, what is the point of owning a team when you have no intention, no hope, and no desire to be competitive? Especially you look at a team like the Pirates, and you could ask most people who owns the Pirates, and nobody knows. You have to get on Google and look it up to find out. So it's not like you're getting fame for owning the team and you're going in debt for owning the team because they're awful. So what is the point? I don't understand what the point is to even, field a team. Even if you're not a sports fan, there are some people that own teams just because they know if the team wins, they can make money, even though they might not be a fan of that particular sport or sports at all. But anybody knows that the money in sports comes from being competitive or somewhat competitive. And when you're not even trying to be competitive and there's no money involved, I don't understand why you want to own the team, because nobody goes to your games. Nobody's buying your merchandise. Nobody knows who you are. So what is the point? To me, it just seems kind of counterintuitive to want to own a team and fork out millions and millions of dollars to own that team and then not make the money back because you're not even trying to be competitive. So if anybody has an answer to that question, I would love to know. And that was the main topic of tonight's video. I was thinking about that the last couple of days, and I was like, dang, what's the point of wanting to do that? I heard earlier in the week where, not just the Jazz, but several NBA fans are wanting Adam Silver to do something with the NBA because there's probably about 9 or 10 teams right now in the NBA that you can clearly tell they're not even trying to be competitive, not even trying to win. And it is an awful look for the sport. I mean, a terrible look for the sport. But, what can you do? You can't make somebody go out there and try. And even if they don't play their starters, it's not like football where you've got 60 players. Basketball, you've got 12 or 13. So even if you make them bench their starters, that doesn't do anything. So what can you do? You can't make them go out there and try to be competitive. If they choose to suck, they choose to suck. But it does make the sport look bad. But I just don't understand why you want to own the team. I mean, the players can't help they suck. The players have the heart, they have the desire, they just suck. They can't help that. But the owner can help who he signs, who he trades, who he drafts. And if you're not going to sign anybody or trade anybody or draft anybody, why do you want the team? I just don't understand that at all. But any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I need parts for a mannequin. Is it going to cost me an arm and a leg? And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.